Hey guys, this is Nick from ForexNoobs.com with my midday analysis. If you enjoy this analysis and my other videos, hit the subscribe button below this video. Subscribing to my YouTube channel gives you an instant notification whenever I add a new video. Also, please hit the like button below if you find this video useful. So before I start the analysis, I want to explain how it works so you can actually use it in your trading. On most Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I hold a live analysis session for my Forex Mastermind students. These sessions are recorded and posted to YouTube. I say most because some days I'm busy and other days I'm not trading, and I have a rule: when I'm not trading, I do not post analysis. In the analysis, I look for price action reversal setups on around 10 to 20 pairs that I'm currently trading. I check every time frame for every pair, taking a systematic approach to doing analysis. Personally, I do this analysis several times per day, but only the midday session is recorded as most setups are spotted then. So what are setups? A reversal setup occurs when price stalls at an area of support resistance and a transition of power occurs, from buyers to sellers or from sellers to buyers. I wait for price to approach these areas and spot potential setups. But these setups are not actual trades. When I share a setup on this analysis, it doesn't mean I'm entering the trade right away. Setups are just setups, and many setups do not trigger, so they never actually become trades. But some of them do, of course, and some of them become trades. To understand this, you have to know a little bit about my strategy, which I share for free on forexfornoobs.com, and there's a link to the strategy also below. I use 4 different tags in the name of these analysis videos. The tags are in brackets at the end of the name. It's important to know these tags just so you understand what is in the video. So if you see no setups, that means there are no setups today, obviously. If you see upcoming setups on, that means there are no setups, but I have spotted some very strong support resistance areas, which may lead to setups later in the day. So that could be anywhere between a few hours to a whole day. And if it's tagged with setups on, that means there are setups today, and I'm sharing potential trades in the video itself. So let's get started with the analysis. Today is Tuesday the 28th of March 2017. Time is 13:01 here in the UK. Looking at an AUD CAD daily chart. I got a lot of questions via email from people who were asking what happened to my YouTube videos last week, why I wasn't posting, and why I wasn't doing analysis. They mustn't have been paying attention in the videos from the week before that, when I said, I think in pretty much every one of them, that I would be on holiday next week. So yeah, I was on holiday for a week. I'm going to be on holiday a lot this year. Quite a lot, actually. My holiday plans for this year are pretty much every second month. So in April, I'm going to be in Italy for a few weeks, but I will be trading in Italy, so I probably will be doing analysis too. I have a good setup there in terms of mic and everything. So I'm going to be in Italy for 2 weeks. That is my next holiday. Then I'm going to be in Berlin a month and a half later for a week or so. I'm going to Belgium about a month after that. So my point is, I'm going to be on holiday a lot this year, but I'll try my best to keep the analysis coming while I'm on holiday. So yeah, let's get started with the actual analysis. One thing actually, I forgot to say this. Tomorrow, Theresa May is most likely, probably, like I don't know, 90% chance she's going to be triggering Article 50, which formally starts the process by which the UK will be removed from the euro or leave the euro. So that could have a major impact on the Forex market. Major impact. Now, a lot of people have been saying, and I've read it in a lot of places, oh, but that's priced in. Oh, we know it's coming, so it's priced in, so it's not going to affect price. But that's bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry I swore, but that's not true. I mean, an example of this was just a few weeks ago when the interest rate announcement out of the US came out. We knew that was coming. We knew what was going to happen, but it still had a major impact on price. Because it's not only the event itself, it's also the comments surrounding the event from important people. So if Theresa May comes out tomorrow and says, I'm triggering Article 50, but I think it's going to be disastrous personally. She's not going to say that, obviously, but I'm just to give you an extreme example. And she says that, it's going to have a major impact on the pound. More likely, she's just going to give a speech and people are going to be picking that speech apart for clues as to what the potential effects of Brexit are going to be. And if there's anything that can even be cast in a slightly negative light, the pound could fall and the euro along with it. So I do advise that you trade with extreme caution tomorrow and even today. Any position that you can get, that you might get into today, can be turned around very, very quickly. So just be cautious, be careful. Any potential setup I find today, I'm not even sure if I'll enter that trade if I find a potential setup today, just because of Brexit tomorrow. One lesson that I learned pretty early on in my trading career is that good traders, professional traders, successful traders know when to sit on their hands. They know when to wait. Good traders wait for good opportunities. Bad traders want to get into a trade so bad that they jump into any stupid setup and they lose money. So today might be one of those days, and tomorrow might be one of those days where I'm just going to sit on my hands and just wait for this all to blow over. So anyway, without further babbling on from me, let's just get on with the analysis. So what's up with AUD CAD? AUD CAD is in between two support resistance areas. Did anyone short AUD CAD, by the way? When was this short? This short was on the 20th, so that would be last Monday. Anyone short? That was a pretty good trade. Always a way for the good ones, aren't I? It's like I go on holiday and then the good setups tend to just happen. Anyone else short, or was it only Tong? A nice little short. You wanted it to form on a higher time frame. Fair enough. All right. Anyway, AUDJPY. What's going on with AUDJPY? Nothing really. It's forming on support, but now it's continuing to move down. So yeah, nothing really that I would want to trade right now. Had a trade been entered, it would have been a failed trade. Yeah, nothing really happening there. AUD New Zealand, let's see what's going on here. It's in between two support resistance areas. You can't really get much out of that. AUD USD is also in between two support resistance areas. Yeah, nothing much happening. CADJPY. Interesting. All right, let's keep a close eye on CADJPY. I'm not too excited about this, but let's keep a close eye on it. We're obviously getting signs of price stalling on the support area. Pretty strong support area. Let's just wait and see what happens. You know, we might get a reversal, but this is nothing to get too excited about. It's just something to keep an eye on for now. Very likely it's just going to keep heading down and not turn into anything. But I'm going to keep an eye on it anyway. Euro AUD. I don't have proper support resistance for this pair for some reason. What happened here? Oh yeah, I was using this as an example to show. I was showing someone who I met on holiday about trading. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Point is, I removed some of the shaded areas just to make these lines. We can't really do much without proper support resistance. Let's just quickly place support resistance on here. All right. So how do you place support resistance? Let's just do a very, very quick lesson. First, you zoom out a bit and you look for the highest and lowest point in the past year of data. Let's do just 1 year of data, 1 year of data. There we go. It doesn't have to be 1 year, but it just makes it easier if you just go with 1 year. On TradingView, it has this little cool feature where you could click 1 year and it shows you 1 year of data. You click 5 years and it doesn't show you 5 years of data. Oh no, it does, but it switches to the weekly chart. So you could do this theoretically. No, that doesn't work. But anyway, point is, we're going to go with 1 year of data. And yeah, what I did the first ones was I placed one at the bottom, one at the top. Those are your two like most obvious ones, the most extreme ones. There and here. Not 100% sure about this one, so I'm just going to double check and see what it... Oh yeah, there we go. We've had several bounces in 2015. So that is enough for me because we have a major bounce right now and we have some pretty significant bounces in 2015. So we got our two outermost areas of support resistance. Now we just fill up the ones in between, which is pretty straightforward and simple to do. You just line up the dots. That's the thing with support resistance. It's just about lining up the dots. Remember when you were a kid? You had those little books where you connected the dots? Well, I did. I'm not sure about you guys, but I did. You know, it had a picture of Superman or whatever, and you connected the dots to make Superman. Well, that is what support resistance is. We're connecting the dots. There's a dot there, a dot there, a dot there, a dot there, and a dot here, and a dot there also, and we're just connecting them with a straight line. It's even easier than drawing pictures of Superman as a kid. Ooh, look, I just connected some more dots. Connected that dot to that dot to that dot to this dot and to that dot. Bam, done. I'm going to go with this one first because that one's kind of obvious. Actually, no, maybe it's not. Nah, it's just a kind of single bounce. I guess it lines up with that bounce a bit. Lines up with that. Whoever made these dots was probably drunk at the time because they're not lining up too well, but I think it kind of works. It kind of works. Let me show you why. All right. Subtle bounce there. Pretty significant bounce here. Bounce here. It got messy, but it did definitely bounce away from this general area. Remember, when you're placing support resistance, it's not about the single line. It's about the area. You know, when you place the first one, it looks like a single line, but you have to view it as an area. And you'll see that in a second. Subtle bounce there, but not that good, really. Oh, I missed this one. See that one? One bounce there. It's kind of okay. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's okay. Could also probably place one here. Yeah, that one lines up with a few dots. Okay, so that is support resistance areas for EURUSD. Done. Easy. Might be able to place one in between here if we want to. Oh yes, we can. We most certainly can. There we go, connecting some more dots. Bounce there, bounce there, bounce there. Price broke below. Price got stuck here. Bounce there. Bam. Easy. All right. And now you can see what I meant by areas. These areas are a bit wide though. I don't like it when they look too wide. And there we have it, some fresh support resistance for EURUSD. Was that easy? People like to make placing support resistance so complicated, but it really is just connecting the dots. All right, so let's do some actual analysis for this now that we've got the support resistance. But after all that work, that whole 2 minutes of work, or 5 minutes, there actually is no setup here. It's broken above resistance and now it's kind of just moving. It's in between support resistance areas, so yeah, there's nothing much tradable there. But hey, at least we got support resistance for it. Alright, what's up with EUROCAD? EUROCAD is in between two support resistance areas. It's headed up. Doesn't look like we're going to find much today. Oh no, EURUSD gone. All my support resistance areas are gone. Well, they're not gone, but obviously these aren't my proper support resistance areas. I can't be bothered placing support resistance areas again, to be honest. So I'm just gonna place two of them closest to the current candles. This looks about right, roughly right, something like that. I'm just placing those two just to confirm that there's no setups. There might be a support resistance area there. Roughly there, but regardless, there's no tradable setup here that I could see. I'll place these properly later. Yeah, I'll place them properly later. EURUSD also. I was showing some examples to some people, so that's why a lot of my support resistance areas are missing. I forgot to replace them. I should have done it on a different profile. That way I saved my original profile. But I've been needing to update my support resistance areas anyway, so. Yeah, nothing really happening here. There's no area support or resistance right there. But there was here up here, and that looked like a really good short. Did anyone short EURUSD up there? This one here. No? No one? See a few of you typing. Fair enough, Catherine. 4 losing trades is pretty normal. You've seen the losing streak calculator in the Forex Mastermind section, tools section, right? All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure you've seen that so you know it's normal. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't take a break. That is completely cool. It's actually good practice to take a break, especially if you're a new trader. Even though losing 4 trades in a row is pretty normal and it's just a normal losing streak. In fact, it's a small losing streak. Even though it's a small losing streak, taking a break is good for your mindset, because a lot of traders, even though it's completely normal to lose that much, they start making mistakes. They start revenge trading, or they start getting scared to trade altogether. So taking a break is a really good call if you think you need it. Okay, there's nothing really happening on EURUSD, so let's go Euro New Zealand. Interesting. Okay. I'm probably not going to take a trade here, but it's interesting. So we have price stalling near this resistance area, but it's broken pretty far above it at this point. much further than these previous two bounces. So I don't know, be a bit of a risk shorting now, because very likely it's just going to go like that. So yeah, I'm not that bothered. Yeah, so nothing really with Euro New Zealand. Euro USD. Now this one is somewhat interesting. I know some of you guys shorted down here, but I've had my support resistance area up here for a while now, and now it's stalling right on my area of resistance. I'm not saying I disagree with the short you guys took. That's not what I'm saying at all. Some of you guys took. Sorry, the chat's not scrolling down, so that's why when Catherine typed, anyone watching the video wouldn't have seen it. I'll have to scroll it down manually. I hate this bug, it's really annoying. Alright, yeah, so Euro USD. Interesting. We're getting price stalling pretty heavily here. But you know, this whole Brexit thing, I'm not really too sure I want to short here. But you know, it's worth keeping an eye on. I mean, what we're seeing right now is we're seeing nice, strong preceding trend, price stalling on top of resistance, and we could get a potential reversal here. Any reversal we get from here, you'd have to watch out for this area here, where a few of you wanted to short or did short. This area here, definite minor support resistance here. So we could get a situation like that, and the trade won't work out. So this is a pretty, even if you did short, there's a lot of mess where price has to get through in order to hit your target. But that's not any real reason to stay out of the trade completely. The main reason for me is right now Brexit. As I said at the start of this analysis, I don't really know what's going to happen tomorrow. And, you know, I might be tempted to get into a trade, but, you know, maybe USDJPY, maybe AUDUSD. Euro, probably not. I am going to keep an eye on it. But, yeah, more likely than not, I will not short Euro USD. But yeah, worth keeping an eye on. GBP AUD is sitting in between two support resistance areas. I could adjust that down, but that would be curve fitting. Nah. Sitting in between two support resistance areas, nothing really that I would want to trade here. GBP CAD, I don't really even trade that pair, nor do I trade GBP CHF really. And nothing really going on GBP JPY. GBP USD, it's just stalling between two support resistance areas. I mean, there's no way I'm going to trade GBP USD anyway. New Zealand CAD. New Zealand JPY, okay, that's somewhat interesting. Yeah, but it looks like it's trending down, so no thanks. New Zealand USD just stuck between two support resistance areas. USD CAD. USD JPY is making new lows, and I don't have support resistance areas down here. I'll have to place them later. But there's no tradable setup there anyway. I was looking at the 4 hour, I just want to look at it on all time frames. Yeah, there's nothing really tradable here. USD CHF, what's up with that? It's in between two support resistance areas. Although, yeah, no, it's in between two support resistance areas. Well, that is some very boring analysis for my first day back. Thanks for watching the analysis. I hope it was useful. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button below. Also, for instant notifications when I post analysis or other cool videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below. Once the setups I share in this analysis trigger, I post live updates as I manage the trade, such as my entry, exit, stop, and when to get out of the trade. For these updates, add me on Facebook or Twitter by clicking the buttons below. I'll see you in the next video.